My parents said I was a useless failure and threw me out to live on the streets. Dad yelled. They didn't know I earned $15 million a year, so I just smiled and left. I haven't spoken to my parents in 3 years. Not since my dad told me to go live on the streets if I thought I was so successful. Emergency family meeting, my mom texted. When I arrived, my sister Lily was on the couch with that smug look she wore when she knew something I didn't. My dad didn't let me sit down. You're 32, Adrian. This online nonsense needs to stop. Time to get a real job. I stood there in $800 sneakers they thought were knockoffs, holding keys to a car they assumed I leased. Lily laughed. We all know you're barely getting by. Living in that tiny apartment, driving that old car. It's embarrassing. My mom stepped forward. We've decided to stop enabling you. No more Sunday dinners. You need to stand on your own. I've never asked you for money. Not once. The point is you're a failure, my dad snapped. If you're doing so well, prove it. Go live in the streets for all I care. The room went silent. Lily sipped her wine like she was watching her favorite show. I could have shown them the 8-figure balance, the 3 companies I own, the penthouse I bought in cash. Instead, I picked up my jacket. All right, if that's what you want. I walked out without looking back. 3 weeks later, my father's business partner, James, called. Your father just invested his retirement into a development project downtown. $500,000. My stomach dropped. Why are you telling me? Because it's your project. He has no idea you're the primary investor. My father had poured his life savings into my property development. He thought he was getting in on a hot deal. He had no clue the anonymous investor was me, James continued. He's been telling everyone you're a deadbeat. At the country club, business dinners, says you're homeless, that they kicked you out because you refused to grow up. There's more, James added. He convinced Lily to invest too. She put in $80,000. Your entire family's financial future is tied to your project now. I felt sick. This wasn't just my father anymore. And Adrian, he's using your situation as a cautionary tale. Tells other parents to be tough on their kids before they end up like you. He even showed people a photo of you from years ago, claiming it was recent. Said you were living in a shelter. 2 months later, the development hit a construction delay. My father panicked, demanding his money back, threatening legal action. He even tried contacting the city to shut down permits. That's when he found out who owned the project. James sent me the voicemail. My father's voice was shaking. If my son finds out I invested in his company after what I said, I'll never hear the end of it. The next message was worse. James, you have to bury this. If word gets out at the club that I invested in my homeless son's company, I'm finished. I'd instructed James not to give my father special treatment. The project would pay out when it paid out. But I did tell James one thing. Make sure everyone at the country club knows exactly whose project they invested in. 3 months later, my mother called. Your father made a mistake. He invested money we didn't have. We're going to lose the house. And Lily, she's in trouble too. She invested her savings. I let the silence stretch. We're family. You can't just abandon us. I thought about that word. Family. The same people who threw me out, called me a failure, told their friends I was homeless while I was closing million-dollar deals. Mom, you told me to go live on the streets. I did. I hung up. The project finished 6 months later. Every investor got their returns. My father made $50,000, enough to keep the house. Barely. I ran into him at a coffee shop months later. He looked smaller, tired. He didn't apologize, just stared at me. You knew when I invested. You knew it was yours. Yeah, I knew. And you didn't tell me. You told me I was a failure who should live on the streets. I figured you wouldn't want my help. There was nothing left to say. Sometimes the best revenge isn't dramatic. It's just letting people discover they were wrong about you all along.